So here we are at Ray's Indoor Mountain Bike Park for episode 2 in the Upgrading a Complete BMX Bike series. I'm on the Fit for the first time. I did all of the adjustments I needed to get it to feel how I felt like I'd wanted it, and now we're on an adventure to find Dustin to ride it for the first time. All right, so here we are in the first spot where I'm gonna ride this bike for the first time. So give you a closer look if you didn't watch the first video. Fit Park Medium. I got this thing adjusted up to how I feel like I'll like it, and this bike is so radically different from the one I normally ride that I'm very curious to see how it's gonna feel. It's got a 25mm offset fork. It's got 165mm cranks, which is only 5mm shorter than what I'm used to, 20.5-inch head tube, and a 12.6 rear end, which is 0.5 inches shorter on the head tube than what I'm used to, and 3/4 of an inch shorter of a rear end than what I'm used to, so it's gonna be interesting. But today I think we're gonna just ride and see what happens. Yeah, these brake pads don't work. It just don't work. So in just riding this thing for the first run, I can definitely feel the differences between it and my bike I ride normally. And I mean, it's not a bad thing, it's just different. And a lot of stuff I feel like I could still do with these brake pads. They might be okay for someone just stopping, but I think I need to get clear pads to put on here like immediately so I can try and just ride normal. Another cool thing about this session is that my buddy Dustin here is riding a 20-inch bike for the first time in literally 15 years. Yeah. So Dustin got me into BMX, and he picked up a Fit, I think that's the Metal Eagle, which is a 21-inch, more trail geometry bike, and he's riding it for the first time too, so we'll have some clips of him in here. But main thing is this bike and testing how it feels. And also let me know, guys, what's the first part I should change on this, because the concept of the series is to swap out parts as someone actually would as they got a new bike and we're riding it. I couldn't take it. I had to put on different pads. These work if you're just trying to stop, but for the types of tricks I like to do, I need something a little bit more gnarly, which is why I got these clear pads. Upgrade number 1 complete. And I'm actually pretty impressed with how dialed I was able to make these feel. Stoked. Now let's get some riding in. Whoa, that was almost first try. Yes. First attempt at a 5-tap worked. I had to hop, but it worked. This is good. Yo, that was good. Definitely got to work my way up to some of this stuff because the bike's so different and I'm like feeling it out. But so far, I mean, it feels fine. Like, I feel nothing wrong except for a lack of tire pressure, and the tires are super grippy for like 5 taps and stuff because they're brand new. And here we've got Colton. How you say your last name? Civitello?
It's pronounced Chivitello, but it's been Americanized and people just say Civitello.
Okay, well, Colton's a shredder and he's gonna take a run on the bike, see how it feels for him.
I haven't rode brakes in a little bit. I just want to ride it for the brakes.
Don't go easy on it. Don't go crazy either, no. Try to feel it out. Woo! Hey, how you gonna y'all land my trick before me. Well, it clearly works.
I miss brakes.
Stoked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, I can double that. I'm not doing it. All right, I'm gonna double it.
Do it. Yeah.
Thanks, dog. That felt really good. So let's check out the bike at this point.
Listen, I haven't rode in 15 years, bro.
Rim's looking decent. Front rim. Just fine. I don't know. Seems alright so far. The double crank flip felt good. Not used to the crossbar, you know?
Oh! There it is.
Alright, so we are at our first not even bump in the road, but my pedal loosened up from riding a little bit. No big deal, we just got to tighten it back up. Super simple. This bike feels good though. I feel no real issues, and I'm to the point now where I'm doing stuff that I think I could put together a solid edit just riding on this bike at the end of this whole process of upgrading and everything. I'm stoked. Yeah, I didn't notice it as much as I thought, and it's a 25-2 sprocket, which I didn't notice as much as I thought I would as well. Ooh, goofy kid. What?
This thing's actually quite good.
It's solid, right?
For what's the price point on it?
$430.
That's
Not bad, right?
No,
I mean,
it's
for
great.
being, obviously it's brand new, so like you have to give it that, but it's solid. It feels good.
very smooth. It doesn't feel like it's going to rattle apart like some other bikes do. Question.
What?
How does one tighten the seat, the pivotal seat? Like there's no slit here.
It's not a pivotal.
At the one piece.
It's just combined.
Oh!
That hurricane felt so good. I think I need to get out of this room though and do some other stuff. I could ride in here all day long, but I want to move on and just kind of ride this thing a little bit everywhere today. So everything up until this point has felt pretty normal riding this bike until going in the air. Because the geometry is so radically different, it feels very different in the air. But as you saw, hit that line, run one time, turn around, did it again immediately, added tricks and 3-tap the spine. So I think it's a matter of getting used to things, but the bike feels solid so far. I know I keep saying it's the first day, but I'm pretty happy with how it feels at this point. I may not have pegs, but I do have a couple tricks on the spine I can do without pegs. Let's get it. Not bad at all. Seems okay. I mean, it was really only a couple light touches, so bad, but I think it's time. That's like my one trick goal of the day is to foof that sub on this thing. If I'm being honest, I am nervous, but I know I can do it. It's a matter of doing it and working my way up to it with a couple wall slaps, and then we just do it.
Got it. Yo. There it is. Clean.
Dude, that was spooky. That was spooky. I had to do it twice. Thanks, dude.
No problem, man.
Yeah, first try. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Looking good.
Sick fun.
It looks like it feels good. Okay, before I leave this room and go jump and just kind of feel this thing out in the air, I'm gonna do a line and hit the old curve wall right here. Colton said it might be a good way to test the wheels and just put some force on them, so I'm gonna try it. It's actually a lot more of a test for the bike than I originally thought. There's a lot more to it, but we're gonna get it. Dude, that worked fine. It was great.
That was good, man.
Thanks, dog. Thank you. All right. Well, that worked perfectly. So I guess I'm gonna go jump now. The only thing I felt was like that it's a little heavier than my bike. That's it. That's all I could feel.
You rode that thing perfect.
Yeah, it felt fine.
You rode that thing perfect.
Even
like you were so fluent and comfortable on that thing already.
And I feel
Even
like
with such a short back end.
like that curve into the quarter, that was the one that I was worried about because it's so far. I'm like, am I gonna make it? And it was fine. That is way too much work. I was gonna film like sequentially through this thing. One run's enough. I can feel it. Let's jump this thing. Thanks, dude. What's your Instagram?
It is Baby J BMX.
Boom. There it is. Also, he has, what is that? Oh, he's got one. Shout out to you. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime.
Sick. So hitting those jumps for the first time felt weird because my bike is obviously radically different, but it was fine. Jumping them, I'm getting used to this thing. So now we're gonna ride this. Yeah, that was good. Perfect timing for that, but we're gonna ride this line. I'm gonna set my phone up, just get whatever happens, I guess. That was a good little sesh. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but my bars moved a tiny bit a couple times, and like I can't visually see how much they moved, but they did. So I'm gonna check on it. And sometimes that's typical for new bars and a new stem with paint because things kind of wear in. So it can be typical, but definitely something you want to be aware of and check on it. And on our way back here to get to my tools, so I say this is like the area that I was curious about testing because definitely has put the most force on the bike out of anywhere else that I've ridden it at today, with like landing and pumping and pushing really hard. And other than these tiny sounds of my bars moving a little, I am impressed. Like I'm very stoked on how this is going today. As you saw, I landed literally flat. And it may have moved my bars a little bit, but I literally landed flat. I jumped the thing before it so good and didn't pull up enough on the next one. I landed flat, and that's what moves bars. So I was sitting on the other side of this room here in the Subaru, and I had an idea. I'm kind of scared that if I'm gonna make like a promo edit for this bike, it's something I need to do. So I think I'm gonna try it. We'll see what it is in a sec, but it's kind of serious, but totally doable, I think.
Oh my god, that was scary.
Never done anything pegless before, but it worked first real try. It's kind of scary being up here, to be honest.
It looks way steeper from up here.
That was good right there. Yeah, let's do it.
Yo! Yeah!
Oh, I messed up the line. Damn it.
That's okay.
So another thing that's awesome. What?
It feels good.
So another thing that's awesome about this whole series is that I got all these friends like Brendan and everybody who's been riding this bike today to also test it with stuff they like to do. It's pretty cool. We'll see what Brendan's got.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I wanted to do that like wall slap 3 thing on that, but I went the wrong way.
Yeah! Yeah, Brendan. That was good.
Yeah, it feels great.
You like it?
Yeah. Like, why weren't stock completes this good when I started riding?
You're gonna what?
This thing is so good at that.
Are you kidding me?
This
I've
thing is
never even
so-
seen you do that trick.
This is so good at that. Holy shit.
What?
Well, there's a test I would have never done.
Dude, give me.
Damn.
That was great.
Completes these days, man. This feels better than my bike does. I'm a little annoyed. I still want to move the bars back, but he won't let me. Damn. No, please.
Yeah. You look like you're having fun.
This is good. I like it.
Good.
Brendan is not shilling for me. He's being
No.
real.
No, I'm an honest person.
He definitely is.
Bro, my reflector! Put it back.
Put it back.
Okay, good as new.
This is what's so cool about having all these friends like Brendan who can test the bike as well, doing tricks that I would never be able to do on it.
That was so graceful. Yo! Now that you're on your bike again, give me your thoughts on that
one?
bike.
That one over there.
The complete.
Like I wish completes were half as good as that when I started riding. I would have saved so much money.
And it felt good, right?
Yeah, it felt fun.
Felt solid.
Yeah, like my bike's gonna feel a little suspect now, but
You weren't worried riding it?
No.
How'd you feel about it? Oh, he's on it.
he's on it.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I was like,
I was gonna take it for a rip.
okay. It feels solid, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm riding it again.
Sick.
I'm stoked.
Look at how high he went. Woo! Dude, that's a complete bike. Channel wall ride. Dude, that was like an amazing run. And it was on a complete bike.
I got winded. I cased the heck out of this. I'm winded. Tired.
How's it feel?
Solid.
Fine?
Yeah, all the spokes are tight.
Spin it.
Having a complete was like a dirty
I mean, they look great. Beautiful.
I want to try.
This bike is solid, and I'm honestly very impressed so far.
First day you got it, you took it apart. You're like, all right, no, none of this, none of that. I'm gonna buy some wheels. I'm gonna do all that. There's nothing you gotta do.
This is the first day this bike has been ridden.
I'm kind of pissed I built the bike.
Oh! Oh! Shut it down!
So good.
You just hurricaned 360 hurricaned a 6-foot quarter.
Oh, like it's nothing.
Getting the groove back here. Yeah.
Dude, that was so good.
Put a side post on that shit, Colton, put brakes back on.
Yes. Yes. This ATF got those mounts.
Make the people force him to put brakes back on. Like, I need it. In my
Yo,
life.
Tom Burke, dude, I gotta put brakes on like everybody. Give me your
Yeah.
bike, I'll put brakes on it. I won't even charge you.
He's a classic brake rider. Like, when no one's around, he'll be like, yo, give me the bike.
I mean, you're riding that thing like it's your bike. It's legit.
Yeah, he moved the bars back, so now it's like feels really good.
Bro, you need more speed. Just testing, right? Just testing the bike. You! Whoa! Whoa! Program that in for me.
Oh, the one comes around quick.
It's a tech bike, man.
Good at that.
Dialed.
You putting it down?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's a fun bike to mess around on.
Does it
So-
feel good?
Feels great. Like, I don't know, the bike just does wherever I want it.
Were you worried at all riding it about anything? It felt fine?
It's all fine. Like, wherever I wanted the bike to go, it just went.
Solid.
It was like super easy to manipulate where you wanted it to go.
Yeah, it's a very technical geometry on it. And I'm glad you felt safe.
Felt super safe. Like, I felt like I was on my bike.
Good.
And I think that's where we're going to wrap this one up. I think we've adequately put this thing to a good test for its first time being rode, and it's still the same way it was whenever we first started riding today. Wheels are straight, everything's good, and I'm stoked. But either way, though, the whole point of this series is to upgrade it as we go. So let me know in the comments what part we should upgrade on this thing first. I'm thinking maybe bars, but I don't know. We'll see what you guys say. Either way, though, this bike held up great today. I'm holding back any kind of recommendation, judgments, or anything, though, till after we ride it for quite a bit longer. But if you don't want to wait for that, or you want to get some kind of part or bike from Fit or anything from Fit or S&M's website, I still do have that discount code, BRANT, all caps. It's on the screen right now. Use the links below. And if you use the links and the discount code, you save 10% and help me at the same time. So on that note, thank you to
Colton and Brendan.
for riding this thing and doing a bunch of tricks I would never do. And thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another video, and hopefully you'll be subscribed so that you don't miss the next episode of this series. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.